if you're on the spiritual path, then you may have recognized fleeting moments of what you might call enlightenment when you seemingly see through the illusion of this physical world. You seemingly drop the ego. The ego just falls away, and you just feel at one with the universe, at one with consciousness. So is enlightenment a destination, or is it the removal of illusion? Well, from my experience, when I've experienced these fleeting moments of what you may call enlightenment, it feels like the removal of illusion. But it doesn't just stop there. It feels more like my consciousness has expanded beyond this illusion. The ego completely fades away in these moments, and you just realize that you are pure consciousness. You are the universe in human form. But also, from my experience, I feel like my consciousness has expanded from almost individual consciousness to universal consciousness, which is what it is. When you have these fleeting moments of enlightenment, you are joining back with the one consciousness just temporarily before the ego grabs onto something else, grabs onto a thought that comes out of nowhere. I remember one time when, a couple of years ago, I experienced maybe half an hour, maybe up to an hour of what you might call enlightenment. I just had no thoughts whatsoever, and I was just totally blissed out. And this came after doing just an exercise of paying attention to my heart chakra, if you will, but definitely my heart center. And after the exercise, I was completely blissed out. No thoughts came to me. I felt that I was beyond this physical realm, and I felt like I was beyond this form that I'm in this life. So I feel like that was temporary enlightenment. And when you are on the spiritual journey, when you recognize these moments may come more and more, and then you may experience times when they don't happen at all for months, maybe even years, unfortunately. But then you will experience times when they come more frequently, and that's because you are practicing spiritual practices. You are paying attention to the present moment more often, and sometimes you just break through. Sometimes if you are consistent and diligent with these practices, especially practicing being present, every now and then you just break through completely, break through the ego, break through this illusion, if you will, and you just expand. Your consciousness just expands beyond this. So it is the removal of illusion, but it is also, and the ego is essentially illusion too. But also, I feel from my experience, it is an expansion beyond this realm as well, because, like I said, your consciousness at times is feels like an individual separate consciousness. But when you break through and experience these moments of clarity with the divine, your consciousness goes from separate and individual to expands into the one consciousness. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.